Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 as Chelsea. So we're playing today away at Brighton and Hove Albion, who we should definitely be able to beat. North London derby has happened, 3-0 Spurs victory, Dembele, Dyer and Vertonghen getting those goals. Bit of a shitter for Arsenal there, but oh well. Right, let's just dive right in then. Nobody back from injury yet that we're going to want to be playing. Robert Lewandowski, incidentally, is going to be given the complete forward role today. You can still get all the instructions that we want him to have, so hopefully by playing him in his preferred role, hopefully he'll be able to influence the game more than he has been doing recently. Still only got the one goal for us here, which is disappointing considering the hefty fee we paid for him. Werner and Batshuayi definitely will feel that they have a claim to that position, that striker slot up there, if Lewandowski isn't scoring by the time they get back. Also, having three strikers allows me to play my three striker formation, so I'm excited about the possibility of doing that, as N'Golo Kante is going to have to come off injured, and I'll bring on Chalobah for him. Wolves beating Southampton at St Mary's, something we couldn't manage. Bruno heads it forward, picked up though by Marcos Alonso, inside to Mizonda. He plays it to Matic, Matic now to Hazard. Matic maybe should have went for Lewandowski. Alonso now can go for Lewandowski and he scores. Doesn't quite take him 10 minutes. His second goal of the season. Lewandowski, absolute tap in, like his first goal was. But they all count. Marcos Alonso now, if he scores 30 tap-ins a season, I will not be complaining. Chalobah back to Alonso now. Alonso to Luiz, who finds Matic and Muzonda. Passes forward to Lewandowski. I like Muzonda's willingness to take these risky passes. Aspilicueta racing forward, dunk away before Lewandowski can get there. David Luiz, a bit of a wayward header. Stevens will pick it up, plays it to Simonowski. Forward to Tomer Hemed now. Simonowski again. Held out wide. He tries to switch the play. He is going to get it to Phillips there. Good play from Brighton. Trying to get forward. Deflected in. It's going to fall to Hemed. It's a good block by Christensen. And Alonso and David Luiz can get it away to Mizonda. Now here's Hazard. It'll be a bit harsh on Brighton if they get caught in the break here. Kyle though does manage to pinch it back. Friend to Simonowski and Stevens, and possibly still something on here. Nope, that is the end of it. It was a good block from Christensen that stops Brighton actually managing to equalise. He had a good chance there to do so. Bruno now with the throw in. They're certainly not going to lie down and die. It seems Baldock to Phillips, flicks it on Matic, lovely back to Courtois. He throws it out to David Luiz and we can build from the back. I love seeing stuff like that. Alonso inside to Mizonda now. Mizonda galloping forward, plays a good ball to Lewandowski. Poor ball from him, but Alonso wins it back. Lewandowski in his stride now can hit one, and oh my days, what a finish. That's certainly not a tap in. Robert Lewandowski, 2 goals in this game. Double the tally he's managed in all his other games combined so far. I would hope that will be the matter settled for today. Brighton shouldn't be coming back from 2 goals down. Excellent to see Lewandowski scoring as well as Alonso whips in this free kick away by Duffy. Lewandowski picking it up there. He loses it to Simonowski. Hemed forward to Baldock. Pinched by David Luiz, who storms in there and wins it back. Alonso now. Simple ball to Matic and Chalobah. They both have a lot of time on the ball there in that midfield position. Played to Mizonda. Takes it in. Plays to Alonso now. Back to Chalobah, cycling it around there. Mizonda, Hazard for the reverse ball, and a lovely finish past Moya. And at the half hour mark, it's 3-0 to Chelsea. Brilliant stuff from us. Mizonda, Hazard, and Lewandowski all in on the act, assisting or scoring. Aspilicueta, Chalobah, Mizonda, Lewandowski for a hat-trick, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper, but he has to be burying that. A £90 million striker buries that every single day of the week. Easy first half. Easy first half. Should be a hat-trick. Unfortunately, it's not. Hazard is coming off now for Willian, who's not got enough game time so far this season. We're also going to bring on Victor Moses. All three substitutes going to be made before the second half. Pinged forward. Christensen steps up and wins that easily. I've been pretty impressed by the young man at the back there. He'll be a leading centre-back for us for many years to come. As Bournemouth take the lead through Harry Arthur, home to Everton. We're down to second place apparently. Is that Crystal Palace that have took us? Let's have a look. It was actually, but an equaliser in that game puts us back to the top of the table. Hell of a boring second half here. Absolutely nothing happening. Sunderland through Wabi Kazi it was. Wabi Kazri? I can't remember. But a 3-0 victory. All the action coming really before the half-hour mark. Lewandowski will be a bit disappointed not to get a hat-trick, but he has done far better in his role as a complete forward today than he did when he was playing as a false nine. Man of the match for him in 2 goals. Still work to be done to prove that he was worth anywhere near the ridiculous fee that we paid for him. But he has sent us to the top of the table. Nothing really to see there. Lewandowski, £250,000 a week we are paying him, so a rather hefty fee. We have to continue just now past the transfer window and get to the squad registration. Register our squad, and then we can go for a little holiday before we play Leicester in a fortnight's time. Let's see, Man United are away at Leicester. Hopefully Leicester can do something at the King Power here, although they haven't been inspiring this season. City hammer Hull. Yep, Chelsea lose key man N'Golo Kante, which is a shame. Werner and Asensio back though, which is a boost. Now Man United with a 2-0 win at the King Power and go a point clear of us in the table. We are a point behind, level with Manchester City. 2 back are Liverpool and Spurs. 3 back are Arsenal. And that rounds out the challengers for the title. Something that I actually didn't show, Champions League, our group is Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen and Celtic. So we should get 2 relatively easy victories over Celtic. They're not particularly challenging in this game to beat. Atletico Madrid will be tough, and I would hope that we'd be able to beat Leverkusen and maybe get a draw in Germany. Preferably we would win in Germany as well, but I'm not necessarily counting on it being that easy. Not expecting much to happen here in the transfer window. I don't expect anybody to make any ridiculous bids for our players. And I think all our incoming business is done. We have a bit of money left in the treasury should we wish to bring anybody in January, but I'm content with the squad that we have just now. I don't want to pack it out with too many new players. We spent quite a bit of money in summer there. So hopefully the squad should be good as is. It's going to have to do a little bit of processing here on the transfer window closing. And that's that. We'll decline actually participating. There is a Southampton bid for Nathan Ake just over 15 million, which we will reject. And we will reject loan bids from Timo Werner. I bet Celtic would like to loan Timo Werner and then use him against us. Ake's deal still has 3 years to run, so I'm not going to give him a new one. Plenty of time left on your deal. They usually accept the explanation that they have plenty of time left on the deal. He gets 20k just now, which I think is plenty for a player who's not a starter in the side. Wonder if they'll come back in for him. I can't see it, but it'd be interesting to see if anything happens. I don't think it has. I think this is pretty much just rounding up deals that everybody are making right now. Fenerbahce trying to swoop in for Kolarov, which would be a pretty good deal for them actually. Angel Gomez is a good player, signing a new deal with Manchester United. And that's the transfer deadline passed. 194 million City have spent. That's a hell of a fee. Bernardo Silva coming in. Kevin De Bruyne actually went to Real Madrid. You don't usually see him leave Manchester City, so that's an interesting one. He's played okay so far for Real Madrid in his couple of games he's played there. We'll get that Champions League squad registered, and then we will take a little holiday towards the Leicester game. Talk a little bit about possible stuff coming up on the channel actually while I do that. So we've been away, and I didn't talk in the last couple of episodes really about what we're going to see on the channel coming up. But let's, sure everybody's registered here. He's under 21, doesn't need to be. Charlie Mizonda under 21. Asensio's under 21. Werner's under 21, and everybody else is registered. Then we'll register the Champions League squad. Another loan bid for Werner. No. Come on. Give me my Champions League registration, damn it. There we go. Champions League registration. Let's just try and register absolutely everybody and see what it says. I don't think there's going to be anybody who qualifies as well, there you go. Christensen qualifies as under 21. Moses obviously doesn't. Pretty much everybody else can get in here. Yeah, we can just register everybody anyway. Might as well even register Christensen. So everybody's in there. And we're ready to just jump ahead. We holiday till the Leicester game. So on the channel, I was a little bit torn about whether or not to continue this Chelsea save. I did the transfer window in the summer and then decided that I did want to continue on with it. But I think I probably want to do a new playthrough, a new season with a team with the latest transfer dealings updated. The only thing about that, of course, with the window not being closed until the end of August, there could be a big deal that goes through and it won't be reflected in that save. So I think what I'm going to do is continue on with Chelsea up until the transfer window actually closes, and then with the new transfers we'll probably have one last save before, and I don't know if you can hear foxes outside. If you can, then my apologies, because it sounds like death. Yeah, we might have one last save, maybe two, before the new edition of Football Manager comes out. Usually it's around about sort of October, November time, if memory serves, that these new editions of Football Manager come out. So as I say, we're going to continue probably with Chelsea in the interim until the transfer window closes in real life. Then we will do a save. Not decided what team we're going to look at yet. We might look at a bit more of an interesting shout. We've done Real Madrid and Chelsea so far, both big teams, so we might do more of a middle of the road team for our last save, but I definitely want to play a team who's got a lot of changes so we can sink our teeth into that, or at least a team in a league where there's been a lot of changes. Christensen wants a new deal now. We're just going to tell him he has plenty of time remaining on his current deal. He doesn't care. See how much cause issues you can discuss. Do you know what? Yeah, screw it. Let's just give him a new contract. We can extend him as well for 5 years. 97,000 a week. Holy crap! I didn't expect him to want that much. But you know, yeah, I'll just give him 90. What the hell? We're not exactly short of cash here, and extending him for the 5-year deal is probably worth the extra money. So, Arsenal with a 3-0 victory over Manchester City. That's pretty big in the title race. Man United are hosting Spurs later on as well. I expect United to win that. Liverpool away at Newcastle, not an easy victory. Not an easy game, I should say, for Liverpool either. A lot of players back now. N'Golo Kante out for Chalobah. Seems the obvious move there. Asensio onto the bench. I think I'm going to take Willian off the bench for Timo Werner. I'm really unsure how to arrange this team now. I want Batshuayi on the bench. I'll probably take Victor Moses off actually. I've got a couple of players who can play that right back, right wing back style position. So Batshuayi and Werner can both be on there. Babar Rahman won't, but Nathan Ake is higher in the pecking order than him anyway. So we're going to go with that. Trusting Chalobah and Muzonda quite a lot in there now. I think Muzonda definitely will develop into a world-class player. He is rated currently in the media as a wonder kid in game, so he should be able to develop into a world-class player with a lot of game time. Chalobah's a little weirder. He used to be better in previous editions of the game, I feel. It's kind of faltered a bit. Okay, so Schmeichel with a goal kick here. Out it goes to Huth, bit of a random clearance. Alonso nods it down only to Andy King though, who finds Riyad Mahrez. Forward for Slimani, away by Christensen though. Mahrez now trying to run at Marcos Alonso. He switches it well to Amrabat, but Azpilicueta steps in. Lovely play. Hazard now trying to lead the break. Lewandowski drifted out wide, picks the ball up. A lot of players around him. He finds Muzonda though. Not a great ball by him. Montoya away. Montoya, that's a pretty good pickup for Leicester. Matic to Chalobah. Needs to move it quick to Hazard. He does. Hazard to Lewandowski. Can he play in Muzonda? He plays it for Muzonda, but Montoya manages to nick it. A bit of a random ball forward again. David Luiz picks it up. They are going to give it away quite a lot playing the long ball, but if they just get it right once, we could be in a bit of bother. Matic for Lewandowski. Hits one! Oh, and he's hit the post. It's unlucky for Robert Lewandowski there. Just needs a bit more luck on that one. Nietzsche putting Sunderland up at Southampton. Ganso in the book. Christensen in the book as well. Berahino has Stoke 2 up against West Ham. Bit of a dull start to the game in truth here. Only really the one chance. Muzonda now delivering the corner. Headed away by Escalante. Should be picked up by Lewandowski eventually. He has an easy ball into the middle of the park there, but he goes for Christensen. Lovely spin. Hazard picks it up, losing it to Escalante again. Amrabat trying to get forward. Can he get by his man? He can indeed. Here's Ganso now. Plays it to Andy King. Room for Mahrez, who's got an overlap. He goes central though to Slimani. He has an overlap. It's Ganso now and King, and there's a bit of room here for Leicester if they work it right. Great ball out to Christian Fuchs. He can angle a ball in here. He certainly does. Christensen away by Chalobah, on by Muzonda. Nowhere near Lewandowski though. Montoya will pick it up and Leicester can come again. I have a bit of a bad feeling. Pressure's building now. King to Mahrez. Ganso now, back to Mahrez. We're moving okay, but there are definitely gaps. Mahrez is shot. Holy crap! An absolute thunderbolt from Riyad Mahrez into the top corner. And where the hell was Courtois there? Bloody hell, what a hit that is. And when something like that comes out of the blue in a game when you're not playing particularly well, this could be 2 losses at home in the first 4 weeks of the season. Not good. Really not a platform for winning the title. And Lewandowski, as much as I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he'll eventually come into his game, he has been rotten in his first couple of weeks. Chalobah for Muzonda now. In for Lewandowski. Has to bury this. And he does. Yes. Thanks for proving me, or taking a step towards proving me wrong there, Rob. Certainly need more out of him though. If he can get another 2 and can turn this game round for us, I'll be a convert. As for now, he's still flattered to deceive a little bit. Schmeichel now. Hopefully we can grab that goal. Good pressure from Lewandowski as Morgan picks it up. He goes back the way to Schmeichel, who has to hoof it. God, it breaks for Amrabat though. They're getting lucky, Leicester. Into King. Plays it to Ganso. Out wide to Amrabat. Beats his man. trying to double up, comes in low away by Christensen though, doesn't reach Lewandowski. Escalante, who's played pretty well today. King goes back to Morgan. Montoya forward, nicked by Alonso. Good play from him. Over the top quickly. Lewandowski has a chance here. A lot of defenders on him. Has a shot. Lovely goal from Lewandowski. The thing he has to do, that is what makes him look like a £90 million striker. Lots of players on. Manages to pick out the corner. A beautiful goal. 2 goals to turn the game around. Maybe I should start insulting my players more often if they're going to do things like this to prove me wrong. But I will tell them just now, just to concentrate here. There's a little bit of danger if they lose the head that we could get caught. Leicester have looked dangerous going forward. Matic actually needs to calm down a little bit. I'm going to put him as box to box and make Chalobah the sitter so Matic can actually ease off those tackles there. Don't want him getting booked. Alonso now. Whips her in. Lindelof's header, but easy for Schmeichel. I want to get the 3 strikers on together here up front. Schmeichel kicks it long for Amrabat, away by Azpilicueta, but Gansel gets there ahead of Hazard. Over the top for Amrabat. He's going to get onto this now. Has a chance to put it in. Beats one. Great ball in. Low. Reaches Mahrez. Beats his man. Left foot. Courtois manages to save. Not exactly convincingly, but he does manage to keep it out. Mahrez really had the whole goal to hit there though, and he's managed to hit it right at Courtois. In it comes, and it's a good catch by the keeper this time. Good stuff. Courtois throws it out to David Luiz. 11 shots for us to Leicester's 5. Azpilicueta throw now. Let's get that 3rd goal so we can switch to the 3 strikers. Excuse me, Azpilicueta. Matic forward to Lewandowski. Lovely reverse. Muzonda thunders one off the bar. That's a good effort and good play by Lewandowski, holding it up and playing it to Muzonda there. Jamie Vardy coming on. Jamie Vardy, I thought he was playing for another team. Clearly not. Maybe that was an offline save I was playing myself. Hazard puts it in. Keeper comes. It's away though before it gets to him by all Brighton. It's come back to Lewandowski. Can he hit one? He tees up Alonso. Alonso out to Hazard now. Inside himself. Smashes it. Blocked. Azpilicueta. Hazard again. Blocked. And it'll be away by Huth. Chalobah will pick that up and just play it back to the goalkeeper as we recycle possession. And I'm going to change the tactic just now anyway. We're going to go... Let's load up. So we have another lovely tactic here that we're going to load up. I was never previously a proponent of the pre-made online tactic, but I have been converted. Zuma will come off for Batshuayi and Matic will come off for Timo Werner. Werner will become an advanced forward and Lewandowski will be a complete forward, although he will have to play the supporting role. Play with the 4-3-3 now. Azpilicueta. Hopefully we can get the 3rd goal here actually before the tactic change comes into effect. Hazard plays it backwards to Alonso. In for Lewandowski, scores but is offside. Will not complete his hat-trick sadly. Yeah, at least not yet. Hopefully the 3 of them can be a potent force up front. 3 very, very capable strikers. Lindelof now to Chalobah. Forward to Muzonda. They haven't played with this formation before. Actually, they haven't even trained in this formation. But the 3 of them link up and are only denied by Peter Schmeichel. Lewandowski over the top, knocked down by Batshuayi for Werner. A good combination. I am, however, just going to tell them to contain now. And tighten up and hold on to the 2-1 lead. We won a couple of games last season, ugly on our way to the title. And I think we're maybe going to have to do that again this season. We don't yet look like a team that's just going to go and batter teams. Alonso now. The free kick. Oof, and it's hit the post. Montoya will smash that away. We are in injury time now. It should just be a case of seeing the game out. Maybe there's still a chance in this in the last minute and a half. We're going to waste a little bit of time here with Azpilicueta's throw. Let's have a little look at how other things are looking. 1-0 Swansea over Hull, 1-1 between Saints and Sunderland, 3-1 Stoke over West Ham, and Bournemouth winning away at Wolves. How does the table look though? We will be top of the table, 2 clear of United who have a game in hand. We'll be 3 clear of Arsenal, 3 clear of City. We'll be 5 clear of Liverpool who will have a game in hand. Ditto Spurs. So it's looking relatively good at the start of the season. The slip to Southampton, obviously regrettable, but we've done well in the other games, but we've done as well as we needed to in the other games. Came back from a disappointing start here when we lost the early goal. So I'm pleased about that, particularly with Lewandowski managing to get the 2 goals that we scored today. Hopefully he will not get hit in the arse with the ball. Hopefully he will grow into the £90 million player that we hoped he was when we signed him. I believe he has 4 goals now, which isn't bad I suppose, but he has hit 2 braces and then he's went missing in 2 games, or 1 game. He's went missing before anyway, certainly. And we are wary of that becoming a feature. It really could go either way right now, whether he becomes a class player that we're happy we paid the money for, or whether he becomes a bit of a dud. But he did the business again today. Another Man of the Match award for Lewandowski. 2 goals that won the game in the first half. And 4-0 and 1. Let's see, how did our players that we care about? Izzy Brown did poorly. Solanke did well and scored a goal in a Blackburn win, which is nice. Ugbo was poor again. Let's see, Lewis Baker was poor. Not great. The Belgian manager came to see our Belgians, to be expected. Let's see how other teams get on. United beat Spurs. Tomorrow it will be Liverpool at St James's Park, so we'll see how they get on before we call this one an episode. Spurs now are legitimately 5 points behind us. We remain, sadly, the 1 behind Man United, who've started really well. How did they do last season out of interest? I have a feeling they were really poor. They came 4th with 75 points, 23, 6 and 9, so they were pretty damn poor last season. 4-1-0, however, to start this season. Much better from Jose's side, unfortunately. So Liverpool at St James's. Let's get a nice Newcastle win to round this out, please. A 2-2. I will take a 2-2. Roberto Firmino with a late equaliser on the 93rd minute for Liverpool. But they are 4 points behind us now. Possibly even in the early going, the chance that this ends up Man United versus Chelsea for the league. But whatever, Lewandowski's actually the top goal scorer with 5, and he's leading the chart. He's 3rd in the chart there in terms of the ratings. He is actually, looking at his numbers in the league, he looks like he's had a hell of a good start for us. But the games have been a bit deceptive, although maybe I have been a little bit harsh on him and how he's done so far. But a longer episode today with the gap being in there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and interestingly, I hope it does. I hope you're interested in Chelsea continuing till the end of the real life transfer window. If you did enjoy the episode or enjoying the series, if you could pop down below and leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. It does help a lot. As I say, episodes going to be more frequent to make up for the month-long gap that unfortunately I had to take away from the channel. So hopefully multiple episodes per day going forward to really make some progress with Chelsea here. That's pretty much all I have to say here. Hope you guys are enjoying it, as I always say, and I will see you next time.